Scam intensity and sophistication are very high in India, higher than what we see in other parts of the world. And I think it's a combination of measures that we are taking and we have to take to drive greater safety there. We need to be able to detect AI-generated content and to have provenance, watermarking, and detection capabilities and bring all that into alerting users about scams. So we cannot do this alone. We need the ecosystem to come along for the ride. And that's how we're going to drive greater safety.
So how was the event today?
It was fantastic. It was really great to see policymakers, industry players, Google, academia, non-profits, everybody come together as a civil society and discuss some of the most prominent challenges and opportunities in the safety of AI going forward.
What are the major takeaways of the discussion and event?
So we see safety as infrastructure, and I think the event showed the opportunities that we have to drive greater safety in products. For example, by identifying and blocking scam calls or messages, which we do on Android, in infrastructure. For example, what we do with the Google Play Store. We talked at the event about how we've blocked 115 million attempted installs of malware just this year alone in India. In driving digital awareness of safety, we announced a program called LEO, which is focused on training parents and teachers on the safety of children online. And in partnering with the ecosystem, for example, with IIT Madras and SERAI, on driving and addressing emerging threats in AI safety going forward.
Is there also some investment in Andhra of $15 billion?
Investment of, sorry?
$15 billion in Andhra Pradesh?
Yes, a huge investment in data center and AI build-out here in India. We're very, very excited about that.
Okay, so what are the challenges in this process?
In the
process of this data privacy, data protection, and AI regulation, what are the challenges?
Yeah, so in regulation, there's been a lot of activity here in India in the last few days and weeks. We have yet to go line by line and look at all the nuances, but in spirit, directionally, we're very aligned with where the policymakers are going here in India, both in terms of data protection and in terms of content provenance and watermarking for AI-generated content. Directionally very aligned. We're excited to work with the policymakers here and as we move forward.
Okay, are you also aligning with United States in this regard?
Yes, we are. We're working with all these different policymakers and towards all these different obligations we have in different parts of the world.
Including UN?
UN?
The United Nations.
I'm not familiar with that one. What can you say more?
I heard that Google is also, tying up with United Nations to, in this regard, in the AI regulation, in the data privacy, and to educate people how to, protect their data. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that initiative. Sounds like a great initiative, but I'm not familiar with the details.
CyberPeace is working with them.
Okay. Yes, we are partnered with CyberPeace. We had an event here yesterday. Yeah, we're partnering with many parts of the ecosystem in the direction of driving greater safety for our users.
Are you getting support from the government of India?
We're working closely with the government, both at the state level and at the national level. And we have a very constructive relationship, very aligned spiritually, like I said, so we're very excited about that.
Okay, so do you have any specific demand from the Indian government in this regard?
No, I don't have any demands. I have a lot of respect and admiration for what they do. It's a very difficult space to try and bring order to and regulate. It's so fast-moving. So I respect the challenges that they're up against. We're committed to working with them constructively.
Okay, so there is one more thing apart from whatever you have spoken. Some bankers are also there in the panel discussion, and they were also raising the concern over the data privacy because there are lots of online scams happening in the country, in India especially.
Yes.
So how Google is going to protect it?
Yes, scam intensity and sophistication are very high in India, higher than what we see in other parts of the world. And I think it's a combination of measures that we are taking and we have to take to drive greater safety there. We talked a little bit at the event about how we are piloting a feature, for example, that when you get a call and they're asking you for your password or for your personal details, the phone will give you an alert that says, don't answer that, that's probably a scam. So features like that are going to be key. We need to be able to detect AI-generated content and to have provenance, watermarking, and detection capabilities and bring all that into alerting users about scams. That's how we're going to make progress on, for example, the digital arrest scam that's very common here in India. And crucially, we need the ecosystem to do that, because if you're getting a call through a messaging app, not a call on Android, not an actual phone call, but a call on a messaging app that is trying to scam you, that messaging app needs to implement alerting capabilities to protect you. So we cannot do this alone. We need the ecosystem to come along for the ride. And that's how we're going to drive greater safety.